Well, hello, good evening, and welcome to the Rudolf Harbig Stadion for the final match for matchday 24 in the German Dritte Liga, as second place Dynamo Dresden play host to struggling 1860 Munich, although Dynamo unbeaten in their last three under new coach Patrick Gluckner, and hoping to carry that on here against the side against which they have lost their last three matches. That includes a 3-2 loss back in Munich earlier in the season. Meanwhile, Thomas Stamm, 4 changes from the side that was upset 2-1 at Stuttgart last weekend. Sascha Risch comes in at left back for his 8th start of the season. Philipp Heisser going to the bench. Lars Budding and Andri Hutti, a brand new pairing at centre-back with David Kubata and Lucas Boda also dropping to the bench. Another change as well at left wing. Mika Boer coming in for his 2nd start since arriving on loan for Paderborn, with Dominik Kother, also another winter arrival, dropping to the bench. Well, absolutely frigid here inside the Rudolf Harbig Stadion, about 4 degrees below zero at kickoff, with the temperatures promising to plummet to -10 overnight. No snow though, and well, the undersoil heating will certainly be working hard tonight. Everyone wrapped up warm in the stands, and they'll be bouncing and singing as well in order to keep that temperature up. Pretty much a full house here. Let's have a look at the 1860 lineup then. 2 changes from the side that got a very creditable 1-1 draw at home to Ingolstadt in the Bavarian derby last Saturday. Captain Jesper Verlaat, the big one, coming back in at centre-back, having missed the last 8 games with a muscle injury. Max Reintaler drops to the bench. Also a change in the centre of midfield with Tim Kloss, the 19-year-old midfielder, coming in for his first start since match day 3 against Victoria Cologne, with Philipp Meyer dropping out of the squad altogether. We haven't heard specifically, but we assume through illness. Well, with the results elsewhere not exactly going 1860's way, they're now just 3 points clear of the relegation places coming into this game. That after some big wins already this weekend for the likes of Waldorf Mannheim, Osnabrück and Rot-Weiss Essen as well, closing the gap on Die Lauern in the battle to stay up in the 3rd tier of German football. Well, the players just about ready to come out onto the pitch. Pretty brave, I have to say. Short sleeves all round there in these conditions, even for the goalkeeper as well. Tim Schreiber there. He's going to be standing around in -4, -5 degrees in effectively a t-shirt. Good luck with that. Oh, the crowd ramp up the noise and as the players take to the pitch here at the Rudolf Harbig. Now, the game between these two earlier this season, a thrilling 3-2 win for Dresden down in Munich. Tony Menzel bagging a brace on that occasion, the young teenager who's made such a splash this season for Dresden. Robin Meister getting the other goal on the day. The young forward has just recently this week penned an extension to his contract with Dynamo Dresden. The goals at the other side coming from Tunay Denis and Julien Gutau. Denis on the bench tonight. Gutau, as ever, playing in the number 10 role today, in behind Patrick Hopsch, who is in fact the only player in the starting lineup today, by the way, on 1 yellow card away from a suspension. There is Jesper Verlaat back in the lineup, having missed the last 8 games. We'll have to wait and see just how fit he is. Nicholas Winter from Hagenbach are a referee for this one. By the way, he also took charge of the reverse fixture back on match day 5. Hopefully, will be just as entertained today. Well, backing him up, the linesmen today will be Patrick Kessel and Roman Potemkin, with Johannes Dröschler taking charge of the technical area as today's 4th official. Well, there's Nigerian forward Dixon Abiyama, who'll be playing on the right-hand side of a front three, we believe, today. There's a Christophe Deferner. Just picks up a nice little something there from the club, along with club captain Stefan Kuchka, who's on the bench today, as he has been indeed for most of the season, with Nicholas Houtman taking the captain's armband for most of the campaign. Well, Delown go and applaud the 1,300 or so fans that have made the rather anti-social trip up here to Dresden for this late kick-off. It'll be a late night getting back down to Munich after this one. And a tough Monday morning awaits those who have to work, of course. So underway then here at the Rudolf Hartwig Stadion, Dynamo Dresden. Our hosts kicking from left to right in this first half. 1860 Munich in their change strip of all white tonight, kicking from right to left. Well, they have been definitely improved, it has to be said, since the sacking of Agiris Giannikis after just the first game on the return from the winter break. Surprised perhaps in some quarters that Giannikis was even given a chance to return this January after a not exactly stellar finish to last season after he took over there. And really not a great start to this season either. So 1860, despite being financially one of the more stable clubs in the Dritte Liga, hovering just above the relegation places yet again. Dynamo Dresden, well, their problems completely different. The previous two seasons, they've been top of the table at Christmas and then just fallen apart down the stretch. Is Thomas Stamm the man to finally get them over that line? The thing is, you can change the coach, but you can't change the players. You can't necessarily change the entire culture about the side either. It's the same basic set of players that have struggled in the second half of the last two seasons. Very much a work in progress, and mostly a pretty young side as well, with some exciting prospects coming through the youth academy as well here at Dresden. Tony Menzel, the big breakout star this campaign, the number 24, just in the centre circle as we look at this pitch now. The late challenge going in there on Sasha Riesch, who's back in the side for his 8th start of the season. Lars Bunning as well. For him, it's a first start since match day 15 against Saarbrücken. First time, I think, that he and Andy Hutti, who only arrived in January, have played together at centre-back. Sasha Riesch coming in at left-back as well, so a lot of changes at the back here for Dynamo Dresden. It'll be interesting to see just how they cope with that. Well, Marco Hiller gives the signal. He's going to go long with the free kick. Patrick Glöckner has been asked about the goalkeeper situation. René Vuller, brought in from Unterhaching in the summer, had the gloves for the opening 12 games of the campaign. 2 clean sheets, 24 goals conceded. Since then, Marco Hiller has come in to take the gloves, having been the number 1 last season with 9 clean sheets. Glöckner says he doesn't want to change the keeper during the season. He's not a fan of that, but now 1860 coming forwards here. Maximilian Wolfram crowded out by Stirner. 1860 looking sharp in the early stages here, it has to be said. Thomas Stamm was not happy with the performance last week at Stuttgart. He's had some quite pointed words to say about that. It's not enough tackles, not winning enough second balls. The pitch was not the greatest either at Stuttgart. Of course, that's the same for both sides. You can't really use that as an excuse, and he certainly didn't, Thomas Stamm. Abiyama. It's away from Bohr. Then overruns it there. Menzel having to drop deep. Eventually cleared by Bunning. Verlaat with the header. Hauptmann. Bohr. Kassar spreads the ball out to the left now. Stirner coming up from left back. Cuts inside to Stirner. Finds Menzel. Now Lemmer. Lemmer puts one into the near post. Oh, brilliant start for Dresden. 6 minutes in, and Christoph Deferner with his 13th goal of the season. And that was simply far too easy. Well, unlucky for some, 13, not for Christoph Deferner. Despite that, already some instructions for Lars Bunning. Nice build-up play this. Took his chance on the near post, got there ahead of Verlaat, who may not be fully match sharp. That's a brilliant finish into the top corner. Oh, nice build-up play in that one from Dresden. Jakob Lemmer with his 6th assist of the campaign as well. Well, Sasha Riesch with a huge amount of strapping on that left knee. Obviously carrying a knock of some sort. But not bad enough to keep him off the pitch ahead of Philipp Heisse. He's rather grown into that left-back role as Sasha Riesch after his summer move from Ulm after they promoted out of this division last season. Just made 7 appearances last campaign to the 24-year-old. Grabbed an assist for their only goal last week when he came off the bench, did Riesch. Obviously impressed Stamm enough to make sure he was back in the starting lineup today. Well, great start for Dynamo Dresden, scoring with their first real chance. Deferner unable to get the better of Sean Dulich there. Now Jakobsen brings it forward for 1860. Out to Abiyama, the Nigerian, on that right-hand side. His cross blocked by Riesch. And Menzel gets in there, wins the ball back for Dresden. Oh, but given away by Riesch. Oh, lovely footwork there from Abiyama. But the cross deflects off Bunning for a first corner of the match for 1860. Well, looks like he's taken a knock there. Has Abiyama. I don't think anyone's going to be lining up to rub that one better. Well, going to be an in-swinger here. The referee just having a bit of a word, bit of hugging going on there at the front post. Jasper Verlaat making a nuisance of himself, headed away at the near post by Stirner. Headed up by Bohr. Bunning gets a half clearance on it, and then Riesch finds his clearance half blocked, pumped back into the area again, headed on, and headed off the post there from the defender, and then cross goal, and there's the equaliser. And it's Abiyama with his first goal in 1860 colours. Well, just when you thought the trouble had been cleared by the Dresden defence, the defensive header came back off the post rather than going wide for a corner. Case of Dresden shooting themselves in the foot here. Let's have a look at the replay. Struggling to clear their lines. Lofted back in. I beg your pardon, it's Leroy Quadwo. Of all people. Fantastic finish from the left back. The defensive header there from Bunning at full stretch came back off the post, not what he meant, left Tim Schreiber absolutely stranded. And Leroy Quadwo. Well. Well, Dresden going straight up the other end and winning a corner. Well, the last time 1860 managed to beat Dresden before the string of 3 consecutive defeats, they did actually manage to win a game 4-3. Oh, that's not been cleared. Oh, it's cleared off the line. How lucky are 1860 that? Oh dear. And then they've given the ball away. And now Gutau can break. Over halfway. The defence tracking back. Gutau goes past. He's been blocked off there. When he goes down, the referee says no thank you. Oh, what a start to the match we've had here at the Rudolf Harbich Stadium. 1-1. Dresden so unlucky not to get another goal there. And the ball still hasn't gone out of play, so we can have a replay of it. Hotti just cools things down for a moment. Oh, Glockner was saying that they have to be so careful, 1860 here, that because the attacking prowess of Dresden is not like the other teams you meet at this level. They're going to have to be at their very best, and they've done so well to react to that early goal. Helped by some really poor Dresden defending. Fulfram crowded out. Hauptmann, still Hauptmann. Drives down to the byline, Hauptmann, still in possession. Jakob Lemmer claims for but doesn't get the corner he wanted. Let's have another look at this chance here. Wow, what a stop that is. Tore Jakobsen. Well, that's Hauptmann's body check on Gutau. The referee deciding not enough there for the foul. Here is Gutau again. Very much the creative hub of this side. A good ball into the area, headed away by Stirner. I say, considering the conditions, this pitch holding up well here. Nebiyama turns inside to Gutau, now spread out to Danhoff. Gutau again. Villar, long ball for Abiyama. And a little shoulder into the back of Bunning. He just put himself between Abiyama and the ball there. Good work from the centre-back. Wolfram looks like he's gearing up for the long throw. Good throw in there from Wolfram. Great trajectory on it as well. Eventually cleared, that goes all the way back to Hiller. I've got to say, so far, neither defence been particularly convincing. Now Quadwo, oh, poor touch from the left back. More a centre back really, Leroy Quadwo, but he's got a decent engine on him. That's a bit of extra height from wide areas as well, which can always be handy. And indeed it was handy with the build up to that equaliser. Now Bunning just tripped from behind there. Gotti takes the free kick quickly. Oh, Hotti risking losing the ball to Patrick Hopsch. Oh, nice diagonal ball looking for Boer. Sorry, Reich coming up here, just tried to squeeze between two. Abiyama. Oh, footwork from Abiyama. And the challengers dive in. The referee suggesting there was a foul earlier as well. Lovely trickery though from Dixon Abiyama. Moved here from Kaiserslautern last month. Made his debut from the start last week, back in the starting lineup again today. Just 5 appearances in Bundesliga 2 for Kaiserslautern in the first half of the campaign. Only been at Kaiserslautern for 1 season as well. Before that was a bit of a legend with Greuther Fürth. Back at the end of the 2021 season, it was Abiyama who scored the goal that promoted the Bavarians to the Bundesliga. Of course, they're back in the second tier now. Well, the one-touch pass not quite working out there, but Jakob Lemmer just dropping deep to cover. Well, Stirner went on a forward run. Into the 18th minute, things have calmed down a bit after a frantic opening 10 minutes or so. Or it could have been 2-1 Dresden quite easily. Looks like the defences have made a little bit of adjustments now. And the ball given away by Kassar. And the foul from De Ferner. In the centre circle on Gutau. High press. Houtman putting Hiller under pressure. Ball cleared long, picked up in midfield by Menzel. Long ball forward, looking for the run of Bauer, and he manages to get there first as well. Then whipped into the area, palmed away by the keeper, and he's lucky there is Hiller. But the rebound dropped straight in front of him, could have gone anywhere. Oh, despite the equaliser, still plenty of noise coming from the home fans. Have another look at this one. Bauer did well to get the other side of Danhoff. Yeah, he's tried to punch that, and it's come off his own defender. That was Sheen Dulich. And just dropped straight in front of him. Very lucky for Hiller. Oh, plenty of Dresden shirts lurking for the rebound as well, so... Nice turn over on the far side, makes a little bit of space. Now the crossfield ball, looking for Wolfram, who is in loads of space, and he's got Quadro up as with him here as well. As Wolfram cuts inside, goes for the 1-2 on the edge of the area, then pulls the trigger. Well blocked though by Stirner, and then blasted across goal and out for a throw-in. Both coaches relatively calm, shall we say, at this stage. That might change as we carry on. The games between these two sides tend to be quite tempestuous as well. Two very passionate fan bases. Now, Bohr picks up the ball in a bit of space, tries to go past his man, hacked down by Danhoff. That's got to be a yellow card, surely. Yes, it is. Just one player out there at the moment, booking away from a suspension. That's Patrick Hopsch, the front man for 1860. Yeah, he's lunged in late. But I think he just tripped over the foot of the referee as well. So midway through the first half, 1-1, a chance here for Dresden with the set piece. Plenty of yellow shirts lined up along the edge of the area. Little talking to, I think, for Deferner. Well, Stirner and Riesch, right and left-footed, standing over this one. Riesch, high ball in there, easily though taken by the keeper. Bit too much air on that one, not enough whip. Oh, big opportunity tonight for Dynamo Dresden after Saarbrücken. Well, hang on, hold that thought. Heltman doing well to win the ball. Hacked down from behind. Going to be another yellow card incoming here. Nicholas Heltman did well to win the ball. He's trying to get clear. Jakobsen. Just taking one for the team there. An 8th booking of the campaign for him. Danhoff, the other man booked so far, just 2 yellow cards this campaign so far. So, well, does Riesch fancy a pop at goal from here? I mean, it looks It looks like a nice spot there for a left footer into that top right corner. Especially with a right footer there, if Sturner can do the dummy here, draw the keeper out towards the bundle of players coming in towards the penalty spot. That should open things up on that top right corner, if Sturner fancies it. Lots of yellow shirts to aim at. Abiyama and Ferner. Just getting a little talking to from the referee. Sturner or Reach. Sturner flicks it in there. Half cleared. The shot comes in straight into the hands of the keeper. Mika Boer, I think, has been taken a clattering as he's gone in for that one. Have another look here. Headed away by Abiyama. Well, he's left his foot in there. There's Sean Dulich. Oh, claims for a foul from the Dresden players, nothing given by the referee. Certainly you've seen those given. It's become a bit more of a thing in the last couple of seasons. You can no longer really get away with a despairing challenge in clearing out the attacker. But I don't think that was one of those anyway. Oh, Hiller going long with the goal kick. Straight over the top of Patrick Hopsch. Heltman seeing the Dresden captain making some quite aggressive runs from midfield so far in this match. It's not always the case. That's obviously in his instructions for this one. If anything, actually, it looks like Tony Menzel has been asked to drop a little bit deeper today. At least so far. Leading Heltman to rove a bit further forwards. Here is Menzel. Turns away from Abiyama. De Ferner flicks it on, headed back by Villard. Boer picks it up in midfield. Cassar with a fairly aimless pass, must be said. Putting the pressure back on his defence. Bunning. Also under pressure from Jakobsen. Does well to win himself a throw. We're just having a look at that angle of the replay. I mean, the foot was up. I mean, the studs were down, but the foot was well off the ground as he's gone in there. And it's one of those where you think, well, if that's anywhere else on the pitch, that's a foul. Now, maybe the referee hasn't seen it. Sometimes you get the impression that the threshold for a foul in and outside of the penalty area can be slightly different. But I mean, absolutely no doubt. That challenge goes in anywhere else on the pitch, that's going to be a foul against them 1860. And again, the prospect of VAR turning up at this level rears its ugly head. So you have to think with VAR, if that's considered a clear and obvious error by the referee, then Dresden get a penalty. May not matter. Here comes Lemmer. Sturner outside him. Feeds a ball in there, but the right idea. I think De Ferner just checked his rung at the wrong moment. Now, just how fit is Jesper Villard? I say he's been out for quite a while. So he's missed the last 8 games. Hasn't played since the end of November, so getting on towards 3 months since Villard played. Gluckner said he was happy to bring him back in the side if he completed a full week of training. One assumes that he has done so. Bunning, nice pass there for Riesch. Riesch, little bit high on the cross, comes to Lemmer. Dummies the defender. Stirner with another ball in. The keeper gets there. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. Off the post again. Hauptmann then tries to get the cross in, cut out by Hiller. Oh, Dresden. That's twice now they've come within a hair's breadth of coming back in the lead. Wicked ball in this from Stirner. Keeper half gets there. And the shot. There from De Ferner. Well, it was a tight angle. We would have hoped to have done better. Nearly a brace in the first half here for Christoph De Ferner. In 1860, living dangerously at the back since the equaliser. They've had one spectacular clearance off the line by Tore Jakobsen. Now the post has come to their rescue as well. Despite all that, still Dynamo Dresden won. 1860 Munich won. Ball forwards. Oh, De Ferner, I think it was, with the attempted volley. Picks up the ball again. Here's Stirner, lots of yellow shirts to aim at. Hangs a high one towards the back post, half-headed away. Hauptmann pounces onto it, puts another ball across goal. De Ferner's there for his second. Well, you have to say it was coming. (1860) under all sorts of pressure, and eventually the levy breaks. There have been clearances off the line. De Ferner himself hit the post moments ago. Patrick Gluckner just asking something of the fourth official. And I think that's probably the first time we've seen Thomas Stamm smile this season. High-hanging ball here, half-headed away. It was Hauptmann who did really well here. Hung a ball, nice ball up to the back post, allowed De Ferner to attack it. But number 33 did exactly that. Goal number 14 for the season for him. And a fourth assist of the season for the captain as well. Thomas Stamm almost enjoying himself. I think the crowd are certainly enjoying themselves at the moment. Now, what's going on here? Oh, Dresden with a 2-1 lead at the moment. In 1860, they've only really had one chance. Put away by Leroy Quadro after some less than elite defending from the Dresden backline, which has been cobbled together tonight. 3 changes from the last game. Butti and Bunning playing together for the first time in the centre of that defence as well. Now that everyone back for Dresden. Ball hung to the back post. Headed up rather than anywhere interesting from Dulwich. And eventually hacked away for a 1860 throw. Well, here comes the long hurl. Well, Riesch gets his head on it. Now Boer. And Riesch with the clearance. No one up there, though. Ball goes back to Hiller. Hiller goes long. Too long, though. Straight through to Schreiber. You just get the feeling for Dynamo Dresden that after a stuttering restart to the campaign, they really need a win here tonight, especially after that loss away to Stuttgart last weekend. Got some, well, not easiest games coming up after this one. Dresden, away to Hansa Rostock. And at home to Verl, who were impressive earlier today. Away to table-topping Energie Cottbus, perhaps unlucky to come away with a 1-0 loss there. And they've got another then away game to Alamina Aachen, who are always a difficult nut to crack. Best defence in the division. Well, at least it was. I'm not sure if it may not be now, actually, after they shipped 3 goals yesterday. That in not yesterday, sorry, on Friday night, away to Victoria Cologne, who've definitely been in great form the last couple of months. Another one of the Dritte Liga minnows who are really pushing towards the promotion places this campaign. The old skills are still there. You never lose it. Oh, the Swiss manager plied his career in the lower leagues in Switzerland. I'm going to say, you never lose it. Nice play from Abiyama, linking up with Quadwo. Gutau. This is better from 1860, and all of a sudden opportunity knocks here. Brilliant save from Schreiber. There's a teenager, Tim Kloss, who has played into space on the edge of the area. Big hole in the Dresden defence there. Hotti drawn out of position. Nice 1-2 from Tim Kloss. And a good save there from Schreiber. As the corner comes in, it's Velat who has a swing at it. And that just bobbles through to Schreiber. Now Menzel. Let's try to feed that one in behind. But picks it up now, Menzel again. Goes all the way back to Schreiber. Schreiber taking his time, no pressure on him. Gutau, the furthest man forward, in fact, for 1860. Now the crossfield ball. That's a good one as well for Sturner. Plenty of yellow shirts to aim at in the area. Sturner skins his man. Hands up to the back post. Oh! Well, Danhoff doing well to get in the way of that header. Ball comes back across now to Lemmer. Lemmer lets fly. Blocked. Sturner again. Oh, Sturner doesn't quite trick his way past his man this time, but does win a corner. Lovely play from Sturner. Beautiful ball to the back post as well. Danhoff out of position. Lucky to get away with that one. With ball. That header was going on target. Now Sturner with the out-swinging corner here. Still all the yellow shirts lining up on the edge of the 6-yard box. Then they decide to move. Then the ball comes in. Missed by everyone. Then the shot comes in and it's 3-1. And it's Andy Hotti with his first goal in Dresden colours. Well, everyone just seemed to stand still there. Not sure what the Munich defence were doing. Good movement, though, before the delivery from the Dresden players. Bit of soul searching going on the Munich bench. Just missed by everyone, really. No one really closing Hottie down either. And a 5th assist of the season for Sturner. It's only, what, his 13th or so start of the season, Sturner. That's good production for the right back. No chance for the keeper there as that ball deflected. The club captain, Stefan Kuchka, enjoying that one no end. Looks like Leroy Quadwo taking a bit of a knock there to the side of the head. Now, what are Munich doing here? Are they going to roll the substitution dice before half-time, I wonder? Or are they already considering what changes to make at half-time? Quadwo has taken a bang. Well, as far as replacements are concerned, well, not required, I don't think. You've got Rafael Lotto, who's more of a left winger. And they've got January signing Anderson Lukiki, the Angolan left back, waiting on the bench. The Delawan fans will be happy to see Quadwo back on this pitch again, as I think Deferner takes a bash there from Jesper Verlaat. Well, a little bit surprised that hasn't been a yellow card as well, to be honest. Led with his arm. Well, that's adding insult to injury for Quadwo there. He's taken a knock, he's gone down. And then the ball is actually deflected off of him by the looks of it, over the keeper. And the moral of that story would be, when you're defending a corner, don't stay on the ground. Well, Deferner winning that one in the air, but Hiller able to come off his line and beat Houtman to the bouncing ball. Well, 1860 just have to hang on here to half-time and try and turn things around in the second half, I think. Under all sorts of pressure here, 1860. Well, Hottie inadvertently intercepting that one. Full from just helping with the half-time repairs to the pitch. So it is cold here in Dresden, about -5 at kickoff, and getting colder as well. It's supposed to drop to about -10 overnight. Fortunately, it's dry. That doesn't do much for the pitch, though. Now, Boer nearly latches on to that. Riesch. This gets in the way. Board as well to win the ball back on halfway. Now Riesch again. Puts one in behind. Deferner flicks it on towards Lemmer. Well, Lemmer goes down. No foul, says the referee. No, he does give the foul in the end. Quadwo was drawn across with the right winger, and I think he's going to find a yellow card to go with his goal from earlier. Seems a bit harsh, doesn't it? Third booking of the campaign for him. Now then, this is definitely in shooting range. A little bit straighter. Well, about 27, 28 metres out, something like that. I'd be surprised if they're not all queuing up for this one. Who fancies it the most? Actually, that's about 25, isn't it? 25 or so metres. Well, Riesch is standing over it with his left foot, so he'll be fancying that top left corner. 5 yellow shirts lining up just inside the area. Looks like Boer as well fancies it with the right foot. Well, Ball does take it. It's just flicked off the wall and then nearly poked away by Tony Menzel. Menzel struggling to get up there. Good job from the wall there, timed it, jumped perfectly. And Menzel rather bundled to the ground by Danhoff as he tried to latch on to the rebound. Just half a minute to go in what's been a breathtaking first half here at the Rudolf Harbich Stadion. Dresden, I think, just happy to bleed off the clock here to half-time now. 3 minutes added on. Where on earth has that come from? Well, bit of an odd one. I don't remember any long injury timeouts or anything like that, so really no idea where those 3 minutes have come from here. Not sure he'll be happier about that. 1860 or Dresden. Dresden look like they've shut down shop now for looking for half-time, taking their sweet time over the ball at the moment at Dresden. 1860, well, they probably just want to get in at half-time and hopefully get some wise words from Patrick Gluckner. Now Bunning brings the ball forward, looking for the runner of Deferner in the just on the left edge of the area. Now Abiyama chips one over the top, but too long that and easily taken by Schreiber. Jakobsen, of all people, the furthest man forward. Well, 1860 have been pretty much played off the pitch here in the first half at the Rudolf Harbich Stadion. And 3-1, could have been worse as well. Clearances off the line, shots off the post. Certainly lots of reasons to be cheerful if you're a Dresden fan, that's for certain. Just a minute of added time to go here. Oh, the flick on, unlucky there, just coming off the back of Bohr as he tried to run onto it or down that left flank. Marco Hiller slows things down. That goes long, and that's the last touch for the first half here at the Rudolf Harbich Stadion, and it's been a brilliant first half if you're a Dynamo Dresden fan. Christoph Deferner there opening the scoring in just the 6th minute after a lovely set-up cross from Jakob Lemmer, but then some jittery defending at the other end allowed Leroy Quadwo to get one back in just the 9th minute, but then Deferner struck again just after the half-hour mark, and Andy Hotti, the centre-back, scored his first goal in Dynamo Dresden colours in the 39th minute, and Dynamo Dresden in a deserved 3-1 lead at half-time, and quite honestly, it could have been more. Lots of hard questions to be asked by Patrick Gluckner of his side at half-time. But here at the Rudolf Harbich, it's Dynamo Dresden 3, 1860 Munich 1. Well, welcome back to the Rudolf Harbitsch Stadion as Dynamo Dresden play host to 1860 Munich in the last game on match day 24 in the German Dritte Liga. And it's Dresden who've been, well, pretty much swept Delauen away in that first half. 3-1 at half-time. Leroy Quadwo with the only goal for 1860. With basically their only chance as well. Apart from one very nice move that finished the Tim Kloss shot being well saved by Tim Schreiber right at the end of that first half. But really, say 3-1 at half-time. Dynamo Dresden could have had 4 or 5 quite easily, if not for some spectacular defending at times from the 1860 back four. Thomas Stamm, I'm sure, will want more of the same in the second half. Christoph de Ferner already with 2 goals to his name. He'd love a hat-trick, I'm sure. So the calm before the storm. So that first half, pretty much all Dynamo Dresden. What will they produce in the second half? Will they try and shut up shop? Or will they go for the jugular here? Oh, de Ferner, this is the 4th time this season he's managed 2 goals in a game, Christoph de Ferner. Hasn't yet had a hat-trick, though, in Dynamo colours. Can he put that one to bed today, I wonder? He'll fancy it, I'm sure, after that first half. No changes from either manager. At least none that we've spotted, anyway. So Dynamo Dresden in yellow and black, attacking the goal to our left here in the second half. Now Gutau loses the ball. This is dangerous, very dangerous, and that's a brilliant tackle from Jesper Verlaat. And drives his clearance off of the Dresden player, goes out for a goal kick. Well, just as I was about to wax lyrical about Julien Gutau, ran himself into trouble there. Houtman, though, well tackled there at full stretch by Jesper Verlaat on his return after nearly 3 months out. Has he made a difference to the back line for 1860? Well, decide that for yourself. Alias Casa goes cross-field with the free kick. Lots of space over there for Sturner. Got Wolfram now racing over to provide some cover. Now, will Dresden be brave in this second half? Certainly, as a neutral, you'd hope so. Considering things can get very tight at the top of the table come the end of the season, a bit of goal difference never did anyone any harm. That said, Dynamo Dresden's current goal difference with a 3-1 scoreline here, plus 19. Saarbrücken, their nearest challengers behind them on plus 11. Sorry, I beg your pardon, plus 9 now after their 2-0 loss. Huge shock that was at Unterhaching in today's early kickoff. Unterhaching had gone 19 games without a win. 10 losses and 9 draws since a win back on match day 4. And they've somehow pulled out a 2-0 against Saarbrücken of all sides, who've been well nigh impregnable for the last few months. Now Bort cuts inside, does Bort. Then, whoa, well, the shot comes off of a Houtman. And the offside flag goes up eventually. Mika Bort cutting inside, looking for his, still looking for his first his first goal even in Dynamo Dresden colours after his January move here. Here he is again. Does well to take that ball away from a couple of challengers. Abiyama pulls out of what would probably have been a foul on Lars Bunning. And that's very good play from Kloss, the teenager, to deny Hauptmann in what would have been a dangerous break. Now Kassar brings it over halfway. Well, claims for a handball there, nothing given. Hard to tell from this angle. Fulfram forced backwards. Kloss plays a 1-2 with Kwadwo. Now Verlas. Danhoff. Well, not sure Dresden will particularly be trying to press too high in this second half. They'd love to score more goals, but I suspect the prime objective in this second half will be don't concede and let 1860 back in the game. Dulic. Oh, the ball breaks here for Abiyama. Hopsch lays the ball off. Ball comes across goal, hacked away by Risch. Headed away to the edge of the area, nicely laid off by Lemmer. And good play as well from Jonas Stirner. I've got to say, Abiyama has got the skills. You need the team around you to create the production. Well, about 13,000, sorry, not 13,000, 1,300 1860 fans have made the trip. It's going to be a late night for them getting back to Munich after this game finishes. Menzel just tries to touch his way in behind. So he's got a slightly deeper role today. Certainly compared to previous games I've seen this season with Dresden. It's Nicholas Hauptmann who's been given a bit more of a licence to roam forward, and Menzel, the man who's sitting a little more. Both perfectly capable of doing that box-to-box job ahead of Alias Kassar. Here is Kassar. Laid off by De Ferner. Opportunity knocks here for Lemmer! Off the crossbar again. That's the second time they've hit the woodwork, Dynamo Dresden. Cracking strike. Ball comes back in. Lemmer just beaten to it. Bort gets there. Gets the ball off to Stirner. Here's Lemmer. Eventually crowded out. Gutau goes down, nothing given by the referee. Ball chipped in towards De Ferner. Bort again. Plays a 1-2. Here's Bort. Well, I think there was a slight deflection on that. Just quite easily through to the keeper. Well, Jakob Lemmer with the shot moments ago. Beat the keeper, all ends up. Couldn't beat the woodwork. Ooh, a slight deflection on that as well. Just a slight one. Might have made all the difference, you know. Good out, dropping deeper and deeper for 1860 to try and get involved in the game. The man with the number 7 on his back playing the number 10 role. getting, well, basically no service up top. Verlaat goes forwards looking for Abiyama. That comes to nothing. Much better performance this compared to Stuttgart last week from Dynamo Dresden. Danhoff does well to win the ball high up the pitch, though. Here he is now, the right back. Pings the ball into the area. One-handed punch from Schreiber. Gets good distance on it. And then the foul for the challenge on Hauptmann. Clear bundle into the back from Tim Kloss. Oh, 10th minute of the second half looks pretty much like the first half so far. That was a bit strange though from Tim Schreiber. Long ball straight to his opposite number. It was almost like it was a pass. Mika Board as well to backpedal and win the header. And then Menzel pinged for the foul on Kloss. So Tim Kloss started the first 3 games of the season for 1860, then since then has mostly sat on the bench, just a handful of substitute appearances. 6 substitute appearances, in fact. But this is his first start since match day 3. He's certainly grown into the game, I would say, the number 18. That's a nice ball out towards Abiyama. Opportunities here for 1860. Plenty of men coming forwards. Claims for a penalty. Pretty certain that clearly came off the chest of Hotti. Opportunity incoming from the set piece, though. Patrick Hopsch has hardly had a touch in this game today. Clearly off the torso. Oh, then. In swinger, 3 in the 6-yard box, 4 on the edge of the area. Again, Schreiber gets a fist on it, just the one hand. Always a risk going with just the one hand rather than 2. Does give you a slightly longer range. Ooh, pressure on the ball again. Smacked long by Jakobsen. Hotti wins it in the air. Offside flag goes up against Hauptmann. Definitely seeing more runs in beyond De Ferner from Niklas Hauptmann today. Verlaat forced to go back to the keeper. I don't think he'd have liked that pass onto his left foot. Here is Verlaat, clears it long down the line. And, well, not out of play apparently. Abiyama. His pass deflects. And then out of play. Flicked back there by Verlaat. Just going towards the hour mark. Dresden still very comfortable here. Jakobsen brings the ball forward. Abiyama drops a little bit deep, but can't trick his way through this time. Momentarily a bit of space, nice footwork there. Hauptmann Pings the ball back inside. First time pass in behind, but a little bit hurried that time. Again, when they speed up the passing, Dresden, they just seem to cut through 1860 at will. Still no changes from either manager. You assume we're approaching the hour mark here. Still not seeing much action from down on the benches. Villar picks up the loose ball, but gives it away straight to Kassar. Put out of play by Kloss. Abiyama picks up on the loose ball. Still Abiyama, lots of white shirts and support as well here for Abiyama. He goes alone into the area. Picks the ball back, but picked up by Riche. Kwadwo. Now Jakobsen. Seems to have dropped into a deeper role in this second half as Jakobsen. Abiyama does well to keep the ball there, but eventually crowded out. Just too many Dresden players around for his liking. Ball down to Riche. Riche goes back inside. Now Ball found a little bit of space on this near side. Wants to cut onto his right foot, being shown onto his left. Goes down far too easily there. There's no way you can get a foul for that. Well, not realistically anyway. Shoulder to shoulder. Oh, Villar. Risky stuff at the back here from 1860. Lucky with the rebound there. And just smacked out of play on halfway. Looks like the brains trust on the 1860 bench are considering their next moves here. Gone past the hour mark, a couple of flakes of snow starting to fall, but having checked the forecast, there's no actual snowfall predicted here tonight. Just as well with it going down to -10. Kassar smacks it forward. Deferner wins the ball in the air. Now Riche. Riche looks up, goes to the crossfield ball towards Lemmer on that far side. Lemmer plays that one off of Kwadwo. Sterner will come up to take the throw. Lemmer back to Sterner. Potty, nice ball out to this near side to Boer, cuts inside. And again the crossfield ball. Oh, and it just evades Deferner. And Lemmer somehow. Good idea though. Switch of play there was definitely creating the space if that ball had gone to foot. Well, meanwhile, Dresden on the attack again here. Lemmer cutting through. Menzel makes it 4-1. Well, it's been a while for Tony Menzel, but that's his 5th goal of the season. Things going from bad to worse for 1860 Munich. Lauern being well and truly tamed here at the Rudolf Hardbig Stadion. Loose play at the back from 1860. Lemmer it was. Picking the ball up. It's Gutau, in fact, with the poor pass. Lemmer latching onto it. Bagging his second assist of the match as well. Jakob Lemmer having set up the first goal of the match for Christoph de Ferner. Seven assists now for the number 10 for Dresden this season. And for Tony Menzel, well, he'll be delighted to get back on the score sheet again. And now more opportunities maybe as Villa crowded out in the edge of his own area. Tony Menzel's first goal since getting a brace against 1860 Munich back on match day 5. Well, he'll be singing "Can We Play You" every week, I think, after this one. Still no substitutes from either bench, by the way. Quite unusual these days. Abiyama there, battling away with Sasha Riesch. Foul going against Abiyama there, so Riesch and Sturner standing over this, left and right foot. It'll be Riesch. He's not quite put enough on that one, cleared at the near post. Gutau picks up the loose ball. Under pressure, goes down, wins the free kick. And finally here comes the cavalry. So Leroy Quadwo comes off. With Lukiki coming on for just his second substitute appearance since his winter move from Eintracht Braunschweig. And another winter signing as well. Sorry, summer signing, beg your pardon. With Soichiro Kazuki coming on as well. Usually plays out wide. Nicely taken down by Lemmer. 29,000 in the stadium tonight as the snowflakes start to drift down here in Dresden. De Ferner. Now out to Bohr on this near side. Bohr cuts onto his right foot. Scoops one in. The keeper just about gets there. De Ferner goes down looking for a penalty. He won't get that either. Alwyn to the lot. Misses his header. Menzel with the shot. Straight at the keeper. Half spills it. Very lucky with the rebound of De Ferner lurking. Yet more encouragement from just behind that goal as well from Stefan Kuchka. Headed back in here for Lark. Just missing the ball completely. Menzel with the snapshot. Very lucky there, Marco Hiller. Tim Schreiber had one of the best seats in the house for this. Well, Patrick Hobbs, who'd barely had a kick, has been the man who's been taken off for Kazuki. Indeed, he made an entrance there, didn't he? And the foul against Wolfram for the challenge on Sterner over on that far side. Well, the good news for 1860 Munich is they're not going to go to drop any further than 14th today after this result. No matter what happens with the goal difference. But they will still be just 3 points clear of the relegation places. Now Moore plays one through for De Ferner, who made the run. No flag came up from the linesman. It was tight. Dresden playing with real freedom here. That's got to be a smack in the chops for 1860. They just get the impression, despite having a lead to defend, they just don't feel the need to defend it. They just want more here, Dynamo Dresden. There's Lemmer, this time goes to the left foot, and that's 5-1. What a hit from Jakob Lemmer on his weaker left foot. And this really is adding insult to injury now. Fourth goal of the season for Jakob Lemmer. Verlat it was with the clearance. Didn't get it past Menzel, who got an important touch. And he smashed that low. The keeper caught slightly flat-footed, to be fair, Marco Hiller. That's a great strike, though, from Jakob Lemmer. There might even be an assist there for Tony Menzel. Well, 5-1. What a performance from Jakob Lemmer today, though. 2 assists and now a goal as well. So scored a couple in the cup this season as well. Oh, Kazuki. No strikers on the pitch now for 1860. Damage limitation. And they're not doing a particularly good job of that either. Well, Patrick Gluckner certainly given the impression of turning things around. Since his arrival, 3 games, no defeats. Just 1 win, but that was away from home a couple of weeks ago. Worth a reminder, actually, that 1860 coming into this game, 4th in the away table, bottom of the home table. Well, this is nice play. Good interplay there, and the shot whipped into the hands of Tim Schreiber. Dixon Abiyama. He has looked lively when he's managed to get hold of the ball, Abiyama. Nicely taken down by Lukoki, the Angolan left-back, who's come on in place of Leroy Kwadwo, the 1860 goal scorer. Let's have another look here. cracking strike from Lemmer, especially, as I say, on your weaker left foot, 20-something metres out. He's absolutely rifled that low and hard into the corner. Well, good effort there. Oof, that's really close as well. I think it was Kloss with the attempt on the overhead. Mika Boer's gone down. That was a tasty challenge that went in from behind. And it's Lukuki, I think, the substitute. Yeah, you can't clear a player out like that from behind. You expect to walk away without a booking these days. There was actually, that goes down as a really good save there from Schreiber. That may well have been going in the top corner, in which case it would have been a fantastic finish. So Lukuki goes into the referee's notebook, same as the man he replaced. Well, options on the bench here, but when you've been playing this well, you don't want to start losing players to injury. You want to keep that first 11 nice and fresh for the next game, which will be away to Hansa Rostock, not an easy one. Then at home to Verl. In a couple of weeks' time, more changes coming in from 1860. Still no changes, by the way, from Thomas Stamm. Well, why would he? It looks like Tore Jakobsen about to come off, and Tim Danhoff as well. So two players on yellow cards. Tim Danhoff to be replaced by Lucas Reich. Been injured since the mid-season break. Back out here now. Tunai Denise comes on for Tore Jakobsen. Mostly a starter, to be fair, after his summer move from Hallescher after they were relegated last term. Well, scored against Mannheim back on match day 14. Kazuki. Reich. Good cross in, the overhead there from Abiyama. Didn't catch that the way he wanted to. And nicely played from Sturner. Oh, I didn't spot the other substitution going on there. The Julian Guttau replaced by Max Reintaler, so extra defensive. Reinforcements coming in for 1860 to keep it to 5-1. Well, Stefan Kuchka's made his way onto the pitch for Dynamo Dresden. Here's Denise getting a touch just inside his own area, just going to clear that up to halfway. Looks like Dominic Koether is about to come on. I assume that's going to be for Mika Boer. No, Stefan Kutschka, I think, definitely on for Deferner. As Lemmer puts another good ball in, taken at the near post though by Hiller. Oh, ball given away cheaply at the back again by 1860. Oh, off the crossbar again. Tony Menzel denied a second. Well, good grief. 1860. Well, they've added an extra man in there at the back for a bit of extra security. That's not going to do you any good if you keep giving the ball away just outside your own area. Terrible pass out from the back there, picked up by Lemmer. Laid it off. That's deflected off of the captain, Jesper Verlat. Left the keeper absolutely nowhere. So lucky. That ball came straight back to his own hands. Wow. Sturner, good footwork in a tight area. Now clears the ball down the line. Can't quite pick out Kutschka. Oh, Denise. I think the referee making a little too much out of this one. Well, times like that, you'd be like to be able to hear what's going on. Now then, here come the substitutions. Well, what a game Jakob Lemmer's had. The goal, 2 assists. Great stuff from him. Mika Ball. So Mika Ball being replaced by Dominic Kotha. Robin Meissner celebrates his new contract with a run out in the last 10 minutes as well here down the right-hand side in place of Jakob Lemmer. Fresh legs up top for Dresden. That's the last thing 1860 wanted to see with the score at 5-1 as Sasha Riesch drifts another ball into the area. Bunning brings the ball over halfway. Drifts one in behind and Menzel nearly latching onto it. Oh, Menzel been able to move further and further forward as the second half has gone on. My word, he's gone down easily there. Elias Kassa, I can't believe he's getting a yellow card for that. I say, we only saw that from a long distance, but it looked very soft. Well, a touch of the hand. How is that a yellow card, honestly? How has he gone down from that is the other question. Anyway. Some defending to be done here for Dresden. Free kick about 30 metres out or so. Well, 30 yards. Well, looks like Wolfram fancies a pop at goal here. It is quite central. No one was even really pretending to be latching onto a cross here. He does go for it, but it's straight at the keeper. Never really looked like bagging an 8th goal of the season there, did Maximilian Wolfram. Amazing how Schreiber's head stays in place, isn't it? Now Kotha got a chance to run at his man here. Jumps inside, jinks into the area. Eventually cleared. Claudio Kamaknecht about to get a run out then in the final knockings of this one. Well, it's been a 5-star performance so far from Dresden. The question is, do they want a 6th? You get the impression, if they want it, there's more goals in this here for Dynamo. Kurtha, Kassar. And then it's a little bit too much on that, and no chance for Stefan Kuchka. Patrick Gluckner about to taste defeat for the first time in his tenure in charge of De Leeuwen. And how as well. The danger is as well, it's not just the score but the performance, or the way they've just simply been cut to pieces here by Dynamo. You think that maybe all the good work they've done in the last 3 matches unbeaten under their new coach can all be picked apart here. Now, Lucas Berder about to come on, as is Claudio Kamaknecht. So 2 midfielders come off, 2 defenders come on for the last 5 minutes. Seems a bit OTT, but just trying to protect the likes of Houtman. Make sure he doesn't play too much. Interesting to see where the players actually end up. I mean, you can completely destroy the balance of the team with substitutions like that. Kamaknecht sitting deep. I mean, they've got 4 central defenders out there now, but now the ball over the top completely opens the game up here. And Kotha with the shot, beaten away. A spectacular diving header from Villa gets the ball back into the hands of Hiller. First time shot here from Dominic Kotha, straight at the keeper. Quick thinking from Villa. That could have gone wrong. Well played there from Bunning. Well, it's a little bit casual now from Dynamo Dresden, but you know, the hard work has already been done, really. Just a question of playing out the last 5 minutes or so. Definitely don't give away a silly goal. Kuchka beaten in the air. The offside flag goes up anyway. Well, it's going to be a rather cold and miserable journey back down to Bavaria for 1860s players and fans. Kuchka just puts a little bit of pressure on the goalkeeper there. Intercepted in midfield by Boda, who's just, I think, just come on as an extra body in there. Interesting that Stamm deciding not to use the midfielders on his bench, rather putting defenders on for those midfielders, as Menzel now makes a run in behind. Ooh, tries to slip that ball through. then gets the free kick. Kazuki gone down here. Knee on knee, never pleasant. Rather celebratory atmosphere going on in the Rudolf Harbich Stadium as we hit the 90th minute with the home side 5-1 up. Sterner with the free kick, driven back across goal, hacked clear. Nabiyama picks it up. Just denied. Getting in behind there, Nabiyama. Now Kazuki. Got Reich with him. Oh, Kloss. Just wandering just into the way there of Stefan Kuchka. 2 minutes added on, by the way, at the end of this one. And that final whistle couldn't come soon enough for the 1860 players. Kazuki. Nice run into the area, gets the cross in there. And Lukuki with the handball as he tries to spectacularly volley it in. Oh, hang on a minute. Is he given a penalty here? What's going on here? Good grief. Oh, confusion abounds. Let's have a look. Is it a ham? Well, there's definitely a handball there. But he's immediately pointed to the spot. I think there might have been a handball on the cross here. Oh, finally we get to the bottom of that one. And we didn't need VAR for it either. So 92nd minute. A chance here to put a little veneer of respectability onto the scoreline for 1860 Munich. Deep breath there. What can Tim Schreiber do? Well, anticlimactic as Maximilian Wolfram makes it 5-2 in second half, stoppage time. I mean, honestly, though, Dresden could have been out of sight. Could have been 7-8-9 on another day. 8th goal of the season, though, for Maximilian Wolfram. His first penalty of the season, by the way. And there is the final whistle. And it's finished. Dynamo Dresden 5, 1860 Munich 2. Dresden move back within 3 points of table-topping Energie Cottbus. Perhaps more importantly for them, 4 points clear now of Saarbrücken after their shock loss down in Bavaria against bottom of the table Unterhaching, who recorded their first win in 20 matches, by the way. But what a game this was for Dynamo Dresden. Christoph Deferner with the early goal in the 6th minute after a lovely cross from Jakob Lemmer. Leroy Quadwo then benefiting from some jittery, shall we say, Dynamo Dresden defending to level the scores in the 9th minute. But just after the half-hour mark, Deferner put Dynamo Dresden back in front, and they never looked back after that. Andy Hotti then made it 3-1 before the break. Tony Menzel scored his first goal since the reverse fixture back on match day 5, just after the hour mark, to make it 4-1. And then Jakob Lemmer with a screamer off his weaker left foot in the 71st minute, then made it 5 to make it a goal and 2 assists for him in the match. And then in second half stoppage time, handball penalty for 1860. Maximilian Wolfram on hand to smash that home, sending Tim Schreiber the wrong way. 1860 Munich, though, 5-2 loss on the day. They remain just 3 points clear of the relegation places. Dynamo Dresden, though, moved 4 points clear of third place Saarbrücken as they look to end what will now be a 3-season stint in the Dritte-Liga. It finishes here at the Rudolf Habich Stadion, Dynamo Dresden 5, 1860 Munich 2.